Hello and welcome to this Thursday evening stream where we are on Tees Valley this time. It's a route that I've actually not played on the channel so far, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to showcase what Tees Valley is all about. We are currently in a class 31 hauling a 101. Where we are starting off in Darlington and heading all the way to Saltburn. So yeah, I'm thoroughly excited to get driving this one. It's going to be a little bit different to normal. So we'll head to our first stop, which is Dinsdale. Let's put the power on. We're permitted to run at 30 miles an hour. We've got a couple of you in the chat already, so good evening Alfie, good evening Crazy, glad you could jump in to stream. Yeah, it does feel a little bit weird at times, the 31 hauling a 101 like this. And if you jump out the cab, it does throw you at the rear. I imagine we're going to be going across there. Yeah. So I'm going a little bit fast here. There we go, there's 30. And we should bear off to the left here. Nice. And then we'll get the 35 coming up. So it's a little bit different running with the 31. Thought it was a good opportunity to showcase it. Once we've run the 31, we can jump into some freight action. Crazy, you've done the full run in the 101 on this route and it's pretty fun. Prefer it over NTP. Yeah, I think that for me both of them are pretty close in terms of the enjoyment I get out of it. But yeah, no, I thought it'd be a good opportunity. I've not done a video about this so far, so which feels a bit like a missed opportunity, but great opportunity to showcase it now. Let's give it full throttle since we're permitted to run up to 60 now. Alfie, the 700 cab makes a little whistle sound when it starts moving. Very cool. Can't say I've noticed it, but I'll listen out to it next time. So we're already up to 50. So we'll also be stopping at Teesside Airport, Allens West, Eagles Cliff, Thornby, Middlesbrough, South Bank, Redcar, British Steel, Redcar Central, Redcar East, Marksey and Saltburn. Let's get rid of that. And we're up to 60, so let's just pull back on the power now. Give it a bit of the old horn. Go. Lovely stuff. Let's just ease back a little bit more. And as we exit Dinsdale, looks like we do drop down to 30 miles an hour. I do have the class 20. Yeah. My plan is to jump into the 20 after giving the 31 a run. It's always good fun. It's very loud, the class 20, so if the sounds are a bit loud, just give me a shout and I can turn them down a bit. So miles run to Dinsdale. We'll probably start gently slow in here. Can we just about, yeah, we can just about make out the station bit of distance there. Let's see how good these brakes are. Slowing pretty nicely. Needs to be a little bit harder at this point on the brakes. Coming in pretty nicely here. We might be a little bit late. Yeah, the 20 is enjoyable, that's for sure. Evening, Eli. Thanks for jumping into the stream. So here comes Dinsdale. We'll go full service there. It's a shorter platform than I expected, but that's okay. Should be all good. That will do nicely. Let's unlock those doors. As we can see, we've got passengers jumping out here. I hate it when it clips through the tree. Run down to the end here, you can see the Class 31. We've definitely got no passengers left to get on, or they? No, I lied. We've got people still getting on. Okay. We're almost finished loading and we can power out of here for our next stop, which will be Teesside Airport. Nice. Let's start locking those doors. Got an objective complete. Let's release those brakes. It'll take a little while for the brake cylinder pressure to drop. There we go, and away we can go. So best part of the route for you, Crazy, is between Eagles Cliff and Redcar Central. Okay, we'll definitely be sure to have a look out and take a good view of that. So Teesside Airport, just 1.6 miles. We really don't have far to run. As we've got another 31 coming in the opposite direction there. Pulling some cement wagons by the looks of it. It's very cool to see. I'm good, thanks. Eli, yourself? So 30 around this sort of snaky part of the track here. Let's have a look at the old map here. You can see we started off at Darlington, and we get quite a nice straight run here, so we should be able to pick up some good speed. Got a whistle board coming up, of course, we'll acknowledge that, and there's the 60. Once we fully clear that, let's see what this Class 31 has got. Okay, you can see the amps building up. We should start to accelerate nicely now. Max speed of 31, 90 miles an hour. A bit higher than I'd imagine as well. I wonder if it really does top out at 90 or it would keep accelerating. Don't know. Oh, okay, well, we are definitely... No, I don't want emergency. I definitely wasn't paying too much attention there. We're going to go sailing past this. Oh no. Yeah, let's watch the embarrassment. And there it is. I'm gonna, alright. I'm gonna go against everything that should be done, and we're going backwards. Wow. That was impressive. We're definitely not keeping to time today. Yeah, this is not embarrassing at all. Reversing it up. There we go. That'll do. We're back in the station. Let's open those doors. Crazy, when you're driving the 101 on this route, my character was floating above the seat when looking from the outside character. I bet that was fun to watch. Yeah, I think you might be right. Sort of one of the least used stations. Apparently, I didn't fancy stopping at it. Oh, I've got a red now. I think I'm gonna. I think I might have ruined this run. Let's contact the signaller. Denied. Your train appears to be off path. Oh no. Oh no. We'll roll past it, but I think we're gonna spad here. Oh, helps if I got going the right. There we go. This is some awful driving. I will be surprised if this doesn't signal pass at danger on me. Here goes nothing. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, well, we've experienced the 31, albeit short and sweet. Let's jump into the class 20. Let's do something a little bit more fun with the 20. What should we do? Drive a train of loaded steel wagons along the Tees line as far as Eaglescliffe. That sounds good. We'll do it in January. We'll just roll that on to June so we can see where we're going. We'll jump into the class 20 instead. We can come back to the 31. So let's forwards, headlights on. There's AWS, there's AWS. There we go. Let's okay, we've got the class 20 now. Look at that, lovely. Right, let's see what we're going to do. So we're going to couple to the formation. So let's just look at the map, see where we're heading, make sure route is set, which it's not. That's set. That's set. Okay, I think we are set. Yeah, I could have taken the train over at Allen's West. Alfie, no, I don't actually have the F7, I'm afraid. We should be set on the correct path here. Let's see if we can drive this a little bit better. Yeah, to be fair, I always end up going for the master key on the keyboard. Although sometimes in scenarios it doesn't recognise it. How do you find the F7, Alfie? There we go, so let's go via this objective, and we'll have a stop at, by the looks of it. Like the sound of the F7, nice. Yeah, that's fair enough, crazy. Okay, so there's our go via location. Now we need to stop in around 400 yards. Let's make sure it's actually, yeah, the path is set correctly, so we're all good. There we go. Rolling along nicely now. Make sure people know we're coming. Which rake of wagons we reckon we'll be picking up? I don't know. So we're going to go down here a little bit further. ...150 yards or so. And we can be stopping and then working out what our... Yeah, so still slab wagons, okay. Interesting. I think it could be the ones to our left. Okay, we'll stop here. So, where's our next stop location? It's a little bit further down. Let's set the points. Round, and we'll stop there. Okay. Release the brakes. Brakes in, the pressure comes down, and away we go. That's more like it. Lovely stuff. So 200 yards to run. I'd imagine we'll then couple up, we'll do a reverse and couple up to those wagons that we've just run past. Hello Lewis, welcome to the stream, how are you? 70 yards or so to go. Start braking here. German Warrior, nice to see him. Yeah, I've got my I've got the 700 fix. I think that will be that's done for a little while now. We'll come back to it at some point in the future. Let's set the switches here. So we're going to be reversing. Perfect. Let's throw this into reverse. We got. Let's turn the throttle off. Now it should work. There we go. Got the brake down. Okay, brake cylinder pressure comes down. Let's jump out of the cab so we can see where we're going. We don't want to slam too hard into the these wagons. There we go, coming in nicely. Brake a little bit here, release the brakes, put a little bit of throttle on. Just keep us rolling now. That will do nicely. We'll just jump on 8 camera so I don't have to get out of the cab. And we can, if we... There we go. We are coupled up. So, let's jump back in. The throttle should be off. And we should be free to run out of the yard here onto the main line where we'll stop there. Lovely stuff. Yeah, German Warrior, the 700 does need a few tweaks, but overall it was pretty good. I was pretty impressed with that actually. Come on, we've got a bit of wheel slip going on. There we go. We're moving now. Move nicely. Good stuff. Okay, run it 10 miles an hour. Just ease it back. I think we're going to be a slow 10 mile an hour run actually. All the way, possibly? Yeah, I'd imagine so actually. That's not set correctly. Good job we looked at that. There we go. Jump back in the cab now. Up a little bit of speed here. Someone's saying it doesn't spark. Can't say I've purposely looked out for it, but rain on the windshield needs to be fixed. It is there, but it's just not very noticeable. I did question that a couple of times when I was running it in the rain. It's very hard to make it out. Might get up to 20 miles an hour in a second. That's spoiling us. Yeah, the Humble Bundle is such good value and for such a great cause. And it gives you so many DLC. It's, yeah. It's pretty good, I have to say. We're getting there slowly. It's not quick, this one. So we'll stop and then we can run to Eagles Cliff. Running alongside the road here. Okay, we've got the... oh no, we've got the path. Don't know if that signals for us or if it's the next one. But this looks pretty fabulous, I have to say. Because we're going up a 1.3% gradient here. Yeah, I've owned quite a majority of them as well, but there are a couple in the bundle that would be a good addition. We need to give this a bit more power here. Try and make it up this 1.3% gradient. Let's go full power. Yeah, great, crazy. It's such good value. It's, yeah, pretty surreal. So over the road we go. We're getting there slowly. Once we've fully cleared the 20, we'll be able to needs to fully pass the 21 hour board before we can speed up, but we've got a single yellow coming up, or a yellow coming up, should we say. Gemini Warrior, this route is neat, but it needs the lighting and skybox. Yeah, I don't think many of the older routes will ever get the upgraded lighting and skybox unless there's a reason, I guess, for an additional a loco add-on, or they want to do something in particular with a route. But I get the feeling that I don't think I get the feeling they'll go back and do the majority of routes. But we'll see. Lewis, if you have Game Pass, do you have to buy the other editions of Train Sim World to play all the routes, please, as I just have the standard edition? Do you know what? I honestly don't know about Game Pass, if I'm honest. I don't know if anyone else in the chat can help Lewis. Okay, we'll keep rolling gently. I'll go back downhill, so I'm expecting us to start picking up some speed. Okay, the speed is starting to pick up slowly here. So we'll see the yellow coming up. We've got our stop location a little bit of a way further still. Just put a little bit of brake on just to keep our speed under control. Don't want us running away. German warrior, that was preservation team. I think the preservation team has been disbanded and no longer exists. But yeah, that was their role when it did exist. So we'll be taking the set points here, and then we'll be running a little bit further on. So we've got a 101 go past, very nice. Crazy. I think most of the routes from TSW 2020 era are better than most routes we get nowadays. Ooh, yeah, possibly. Some of them definitely are. I don't know about T-Train. I don't know. You can make your mind up as we as we run along the route. We're going to do plenty of runs tonight, so you can get a good feel for it. If you don't go back too far on the stream, because you'll see me fly past the station without stopping. It wasn't my finest bit of driving. Let's make sure we stop at this red light this time. Yeah, definitely the German routes were very good. And we're going to stop short again. Oh, there's some awful driving from me tonight. What is going on? Right, there we go. Come to a stop here. Lovely stuff. T-Train. Yeah, if you like a lot of freight movements, why not? I'd personally pick it up in a cell, I think. Guess we're waiting for the 101 to clear before we can get the path onto that line. You can appreciate the class 20 here. Got a good length of wagons hauling steel slabs. Come on, give us the light. That 101 should be off into the distance now. Yeah, the Steam sale is over now, of course. That was there was some good offers on Steam sale actually. Come on, where's the? Oh, we could be held up by. I think it's another 101 actually, coming in the opposite direction. Let's go and sit at South Bank and watch it roll in. I do like Cathcart Circle. It's definitely one of my favourites. It's good fun because it's just constant stop start stop start. Yeah, German Warrior, there are a number of like long outstanding bugs that need to be addressed, and hopefully they finally get round to doing that. But I think their focus at the moment is on whatever's coming as the sort of big summer release. So we shall see. Where is this 101 that we're waiting for? There it is. Here comes that 101. Hopefully, once it pulls into the station, we should. There you go. In fact, we've been given the green now. Let's release the brakes. Wait for that brake cylinder pressure to come down. Let's put the throttle on. I do like ScotRail Express. It just gets... I think it's just the choice of train lets ScotRail Express down. Because if you run the Class 314, the Class 314 as the rail tour, you get to see how good that route looks. It's really underrated when you're driving that 385. Summer release Train Sim World 4. Yeah, this is a big question. There's something coming, I think it's fair to say. Whether it's Train Sim World 4 or a big 3, sort of, a 3 route release, sort of like Rush Hour, something's coming, that's definitely for sure, I think it's fair to say. I know I've read all the speculation on the forum. It's always good fun to read. I think if there is a Train Sim World 4 actually coming, and I can't say whether there is or not, there has to be some big features with it that have been long requested, but I just don't get the feeling it will be. Yeah, there definitely will be three routes, but yeah. Yeah, crazy. The forum does get a bit spicy at times, that's for sure. You can see us snaking away in the background now, and we've finally all come onto the main line. We should be able to speed up. There we go. There's 60 we're now permitted to run at, and we've got 7.7 miles to run to Eagles Cliff. Yeah, 3 route release would be cool. I think as well it would be good to know what the upcoming German loco that's on the roadmap as well, and how that may fit into a future release. Yeah, that's what I mean, crazy. Train Sim World 4 has to come with some big sort of feature upgrades or updates to make it worthwhile. Otherwise it will just look like a cash grab, unfortunately. The jump from 2 to 3, I think the significant bit, well, obviously, was the skybox and the lighting. But is there really anything else other than uncoupling trains from their routes? Most people speculating. Yeah, I did see that they're speculating the Vectron, but I just wonder if if that also fits into any future sort of summer release, a little bit like they did with the Acela on New York Trenton. Yeah, it'll definitely be a UK, US and Germany route release. I think that's Dovetail's three core countries they like to cater for. Which is all good. I think it'd be nice to finally see some other nations represented in the future, as we now get some third parties involved. We're not getting we can go back here because we're dropping down to 35. Yeah, that would be cool to run through 2 different countries. I'm hoping whatever the UK route is, it builds off one of the big terminus stations that we've got in the game that is currently very empty. And Germany, I think, because it's just such a sort of big catalogue of rolling stock now, I think whatever German route it will be is going to feel pretty full, I would imagine. Yeah, definitely it'd be good to see some different locos included, but I think it would be nice to see the route filled out with existing locos though, and if there are big stations that it actually feels busy. Okay, there's 25. This is a nice looking part of the world, as we've got a 37 coming towards us. I'm pretty sure this is Middlesbrough. Yeah. Let's pop ourselves just here as we roll by. Yeah, definitely crazy. That's kind of my big ask, is we don't get these large stations that feel very dead. Let's jump back in camp. Get up to 45 in just a minute when we fully clear it. There we go. Let's put the power back on. If the UK route, it will be in Northern England, it will definitely have rolling stock, yeah, definitely. I kind of feel like they wouldn't have just built Manchester Piccadilly just for the Gulf Supply. I feel like that could be used for the upcoming route. Lewis, thank you for kind words. It's just Tees Valley tonight, but I'd imagine I'm planning on doing another stream on Saturday evening, so undecided on what that will be, so I'll welcome any suggestions. And if I've got the route, we'll try and do it. Could be outside the UK, doesn't have to be a UK route. Some of the US, German. Okay, building up the speed nicely now. Board, but you can see a double yellow up ahead, so we'll come off power. Crazy would love to see a route, yeah, a network up north would be very cool actually. Lewis, the route, the Glasgow route, if you have it, just a suggestion. Yeah, Cathcart Circle would be fun. I haven't done that on stream yet, so definitely a contender. Let's slow a little bit here, since we went past double yellow there. Just release the brakes. Can roll at 25. That's all good. So we can see the next signal as we run past the depot. Let's have a look, see what we've got over here. Couple of 20s. I think that's 337s over here. Yeah, clump of 08s as well. Oh, and I bet we've got some on the other side as well. Got another 37, another 08s, a 101. I love seeing it nice and busy like that. Let's go and find our 20. As we rumble along at around 25. Yeah, you won't find me doing US freight. As I have not mastered that in any way whatsoever. Alright, we're back up to green, so let's put the power back on. Building up the speed again, although we'll go through 35 shortly. A steam diesel American route would be pretty nice, set in the late 40s and mid 50s. Yeah, that would be pretty different. We've only got modern US stuff at the moment, so it'd be nice to see a different era. It's nice that we've started seeing a different era of German routes as well. Obviously, I think we're going to start seeing some different era UK routes as well. Obviously, we've got Tees Valley and Northern Transpennine, but the upcoming Just Trains route feels like it will be set in the British Rail era as well. ecos for me are really hard to figure out. I'm driving them over the right, unless it's 80 coaches and it takes like 5 years to slow down. Yeah, going down a gradient with 80 wagons behind you and trying to slow it down is I can't master that. That's the bit that I struggle with. Obviously, yeah, UK steam routes as well. Oh, I forgot about those. I think I'd like to see steam properly fixed and we see some more steam routes. Just trains and more. Yeah, it does look pretty good from the little sort of teasers that we've had released. Going upgrading it here, so we're not building any speed at the moment, but we're maintaining 30 quite nicely. We've got 2.1 miles to Eagles Cliff. Not a big fan of steam routes, maybe because I don't know how to drive them. Yeah, they are obviously very different to drive, and as well the signalling is very different. So obviously semaphore signalling is very different, so that took me a while to get used to it. Struggle to get past that. Yeah, the interaction between the reverser and the throttle can make it tricky to get past and to pick up any speed. Obviously maintaining cylinder pressure, or boiler pressure should I say, is the key. I'm no master at it. I can get it going, so that's the main thing. Very close to Eagles Cliff now, just a little way down here, and we can see we've got what looks like a double yellow coming up, so once we get a little bit closer we'll ease off the power. There we go. We'll let it cruise along here at 35. I'm going to acknowledge that AWS warning. So we won't brake too much. Keep the throttle on here and just keep us ticking over at 25 as we roll towards Eagles Cliff. There's that single yellow. The AWS magnet here, which we'll acknowledge. So, probably worth saying, I use the AWS plunger from TS Controllers. It's really nice to press a physical button to acknowledge AWS. It literally just replicates the Q key. But yeah, it was really good. I'm really happy. It's one of the best purchases I've made for driving. Helping drive Train Sim. I know it's just a little thing, but I like it. It's great. So we're 700 yards now from Eagles Cliff. power and just let us cruise into our stopping point. Where is the red light we're aiming for? Oh, it's just past the station there. Just past the end of the platform. So we'll release. We need to put a bit more power on, just keep us rolling. Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic product, actually. It is meant for Train Sim Classic, but the equipment that he produces, but yeah, it does work for Train Sim World because it's just simply you press it, it's programmed to be the Q key, so it's just replicating that, so it works perfectly. Yeah, definitely. Definitely more. Would like to see more devices, because then you could get some real sort of country-specific ones, which would be very cool. And sort of train-specific ones as well. Let's keep rolling up to this red light. We're still 50 yards away. Go. That would do nicely. We'll bring it to a halt here. And there we go. That should complete our run. Let's see what we ended up with. Is it a gold? Yeah, blimey. Yeah, I think they are working on a sort of an interface to allow more devices to work with Train Sim World, so hopefully that comes in the future. Right, let's return back to the timetable. Let's work out what we're going to run next. So I think we might jump into 37 perhaps. What have we got here? One of the nice... Ooh. Unloaded train of coke wagons, or do we jump into the 101 perhaps? They're pretty lengthy runs. Or what's with, is there different? Oh, there's some short runs here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go early morning. Middlesbrough to Darlington. Let's chuck it back into... There we go. We'll do the 101. Right. Oh, let's... I've definitely used the 101. Put it into forwards. Let's unlock those doors. Headlights. Oh, it wants me to... Go. Perfect. Gear selector we want. 1. Perfect. I think where's AWS on this? Do we have AWS? We do. We've got the sunflower. So where's... I think they misspelled one service on the 2 car. Did they now? Interesting. We'll have to pan a light on. Where do we turn AWS on? I bet it's over here somewhere. This could be it. Train lights. Brake lights. Interesting. If anyone knows where AWS is, just use the keybind. What's the key? I can't remember what the keybind is now. I never use it. Handbrake's released. And we're ready to go. Oh, release the brake, that might help. Away we go. Oh, did it? Yeah, that's definitely not 30 minutes. We'll bring that down to selector 2. It is good fun driving the 101. I love having to change gears. Okay, we can put the power back on. Should be able to jump up speed in just a moment. So 2.8 miles, Thornaby is our first stop. Okay, we can... Oh, a little bit. Hang on a second. That engaged there. There we go, safety systems are on now. Right, into third. There we go. Finally engaged. Should be able to accelerate now. Set the destination. Darlington. Perfect. Fourth gear, yep. We're at 45 for now, so we'll keep it in third. We've got 60 coming up in just a second. Nice green run. I imagine it's going to be pretty clear. Let's ease off. Oh, not into neutral. To fourth, please. There we go. It is really quite relaxing. I love the gear change because it's something very unique. You don't get it on any of the other locos. And get to run past the depot again. I wonder what we'll see this time. Be slow in here. Go. Should be coming down nicely. There it is. We can release, but we will be slowing for Thornaby anyway. Ah, Control AD, there you go. Good to know. Thanks for that, Crazy. Those brakes are definitely good. There's the 35 anyway. I bet as we come around the corner we'll get Thornaby anyway. Okay, we'll come for a stop here. Brought up towards the end of the platform. We're 40 yards short, but that will do. Yeah, they are really, really powerful. But passengers appreciate me stopping here anyway. Don't want to be down the end of the platform. Finish loading up, and then after that we've got Eaglescliff, Allens West, Dinsdale and Darlington. Let's lock those doors. And away we go. Very nice. It's definitely fun driving with the gears. Wait for it to engage, and there we go. Yeah. Always got to stop where the game wants you to. I'm going to speed in. Just come back off the power. We're going uphill anyway, so we'll gently scrub off the speed. There's 45, so we can power on again. That should take us up to 44. Wow, that is pretty damn accurate. 0.002 to a yard. There's 50, so let's bring that back. We'll come back on power. That didn't engage. Try that again, there we go. So, Eaglescliff next. The brakes on the 700 are just so phenomenal, aren't they? It does allow you to be pretty accurate and pretty forgiving as well if you do come into a station a touch too hot. Oh wow. I can imagine that was hard crazy. So Eaglescliff now, just a mile away. We'll be there in no time at all. Let's just ease off the power. And we'll try and be a little bit more accurate this time with the incredibly powerful brakes. Let's just bring that down. And we'll start to apply about 10%, I reckon. See the pressure building. We'll lap it there. Release at this point was doing 29. This is a bit of better stop this time. Although we've got quite a long platform here, so we should run it down a little bit. There we go, this should be good. Run it a little bit further. Come on, we can get there. Oh, slightly over that time, but much better. I went in the night, and actually it was pretty alright. I went to the station around 40, I think, but couldn't see the platform. Yeah, definitely. I know, it feels like it was probably at one point going to be the pink livery, or the, I guess, purple and pink livery. I do prefer the green livery though, I have to be honest. Right, I think let's release the brakes. And away we go. Hey Crappy, thanks for jumping into the live stream. Pretty new to streaming, so can't expect to have too many. There we go. Oh, that didn't engage that time. Come on, let the revs come down, and away we go. So, Allen's West next, just 800 yards. So let's not build up too much steam. Speed, should I say? It's easy for me to say. The driver's uniform is set by the route that you're driving, but you can change. Pretty sure you can change the. Oh, let's do it in the 2-camera instead. Actually, let's do it in a minute when we've stopped. You can change your facial appearance, I think. It's been a long time since I have, but yeah, pretty sure you can. The uniform is set by the route and the train that you're driving. So here's Allen's West. Okay, we're miles over this time. Where did it want me to stop? Just hanging off the edge of the station there. That felt like that was quite a yeah, quite a early stop there, but never mind. We'll finish loading our passengers here, and then after that we've got Dinsdale and finally Darlington. Let's lock these doors, release the brakes, let's pull that back down into first, and away we go. What do you think is the best route in Train Sim World? I think for me it's close between I think Southeastern High Speed and probably Brighton Main Line. I think if the Brighton Main Line had the 700 and was brought up to TSW3 sort of features, then I think that probably would pit Southeastern. Oh no, that didn't work. Let's try that again. There we go. I think just how busy that timetable is on the Brighton Main Line is insane, and to have the 700 services from East Croydon would make such a difference. But at the moment, Southeastern High Speed, because it's just got so much variety, and you can drive, just gives you so many different experiences. You've got the high speed, you've got commuter, you've got various different commuter trains, you've got a decent amount of freight, you've got the 37 doing the drags, you've got the railhead treatment train, you've got lots of diesel and steam rail tours. I think that route just gives you a little bit of everything, which is pretty good. So yeah, as I was saying, you can definitely change the character in the cab. Eli, unfortunately I won't be doing the 465 tonight, but yeah, maybe sometime in the future. The 465 is a great train. Again, I love just coming hot into a station with the 465 because the brakes on that are phenomenal. Oh, fourth, give me fourth, there we go. So we've got a fair way to run to Dinsdale. Yeah, sorry Eli. We'll do it another night. But if you want to see the 465, there's plenty of videos on the channel with the 465 because it's one of my favourites. Okay, building up speed. Let's get ourselves up to 60. There's 60, let's just ease back off the power now. Yeah, Greek Crazy has got it has got good performance in comparison to some of the other routes. What do you mean, Eli? I don't understand what is happening today. We're on Tees Valley driving all the different options, all the different trains it's got on there. Overall favourite, Dresden. Yeah, Dresden. I do like Dresden Risa. The only thing is, when I drive on the Meissen branch, it crashes all the time. So whether that's been fixed or not, I don't know. I hope it has, because it's really annoying. But yeah, it's, again, that's got, you know, loads of different options in terms of, you know, you've got the fast stuff with the ICE, you've got the IC 101, you've got freight, you've got commuter stuff. Yeah, definitely once New York Trenton has had the timetable update, I think I would probably reconsider. Okay, so we're a mile out of Dinsdale now. We'll start slowing very gently here. Let's go back 9% for now. Yeah, I definitely need to reinsert those at 30. definitely not going to be doing 30 around here. Yeah, I should probably reinstall as well to see if that cures the issue. But yeah, it's a bit of annoyance because I do like the Mice branch actually. I've never gotten an AI train to Dresden Airport. It's I guess most of the track is already there, given it was going to be built, but yeah, obviously canned for release. Here we go, here's Dinsdale. That is a much better stop this time. Let's unlock those doors. Let's try and not clip through this time. There we go. Ah, interesting that the platforms there are also there. Oh wow! Let's see it on the route. We're actually a little bit early as well. Blimey, we've made up some time. With Goldberg, you can see all the hidden track on the route map. Didn't know that. I bet that you find some interesting track laid down actually. We'll put doors in just a moment. Oh. Right, let's lock those doors, release the brakes, and we head to our final stop, which is going to be Darlington. Actually, we're rolling without any power. Okay, build up the speed. Ah, why did it do that? What I wanted to do. German Warrior, in future videos could you show if trains have proper sparks, if third rail overheads, and if AI use wipers? Just bought route in the AI didn't use wipers in rate. Yeah, I think that's a fair ask. Certainly can do that in future first looks. Crazy Place, some of the other ones I think it's Soho. Yeah, Soho Depot is a big one. I know that is highly requested, even though it never made the cut. Line goes from Kings Norton. Castle Würzburg has some interesting tracks like the track. Yeah, interesting. Law and Verse. Okay. It's always interesting to see what I guess was considered when they were first thinking about building the route, and obviously never made it into the final product. I think, to be fair, German Warrior, normally I'm just too excited to see all the scenery. I forget about sort of a checklist of things to look at, but yeah, totally fair ask. I do tend to do streams with first looks now, so that's probably a good place to do it as well. Yeah, taking the trains out of bounds is always interesting to see what you find. I did that on the Midland Main Line hoping I was going to find something interesting, but other than the Toton Yard, the rest of it's pretty boring if I'm honest. So we're now only 1.6 miles from, 1.5 miles from Darlington. Looks like we're going to get a yellow here. Yeah, agreed. You probably will find something a bit more interesting. Oh god, we need to slow here. That was a single yellow. Just like that. There we go. I guess we're going to be held. Yeah, that's what I said. There we go. We're a little bit short of the signal there. Let's move forward a little bit. We'll just creep towards the signal here. I guess we've got... there we go. Now we're given the signal. Into platform 3. We were waiting for that other 101 to exit Darlington, I'd imagine. That holds us perfectly at 29, just where we want to be. As we are coming to Darlington, which looks very nice. What we got hiding down here? Looks like a 37 with some freight. Nice. And here is Darlington Station. Got anything hiding in there? No, it looks pretty damn empty. Definitely need to be slowing. Go, we'll roll it up to the buffers, and I think that's a probably going to be a perfect opportunity to wrap up the stream. See, it's one thing that lets Darlington down is it feels very incomplete, if I'm honest, and I've pressed the wrong button there. We're going to bounce into the buffers. Oh dear, my driving's been awful tonight. We'll stop ourselves there. That'll do. I'm glad you enjoyed jumping off the buffers there. That is some awful driving. Well, I think that's a perfect place to wrap up this stream, and hopefully in the next one I can actually drive drive what I'm properly drive what something. We'll finish loading up these passengers. I'm sure we're probably not going to end up with probably, oh, blimey, we still ended up with a gold, even though we bumped off the buffers at the end there. That's a good way to round it out. Do you remember on GW they had the tracks to Heathrow in a straight line, which went so far I didn't have any cross on it. Yeah, that's funny. Right, guys, thank you ever so much for tuning into this this stream of exploring Tees Valley. Hopefully it's not been too tedious with my driving, and I'll see you probably Saturday for another stream. So have a good evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.